Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Sunday or whenever you watch. We will attempt this once again. Sorry about the earlier stream, real life stuff came into play, but everything is A-OK. So we shall continue on with game number 2 using Out of the Park Baseball 20, 1973 retro replay between the New York Mets and the Oakland Athletics. The A's took game 1 in our retro replay 4-0. In reality, they won it 2-1. So let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. Bobby Cantillano is at the ballpark. Hope all is well, my friend. For the New York Mets, leading off, playing third base, Wayne Garrett. Batting second, playing second base is Felix Millan. Batting third and right field, La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. Batting fourth in left field, Cleon Jones. Batting fifth at first base, John Milner. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Jerry Grody. Batting seventh in center field, Don Hahn. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. Batting ninth for the New York Mets in our Game 2 World Series 1973 retro replay, Jerry Koosman. He was 14 and 15 with a 2.84 earned run average. Quickly now to the Oakland Athletics starting lineup. Batting first, playing shortstop, Bert Campaneris. Batting second in left field, Joe Rudi. Batting third at third base, Sal Bando. Batting fourth, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. He's in center field. Batting fifth at first base, Gene Tennis. Batting sixth in right field, Jesus Alou. Batting seventh, doing the catching, the man who was bowled over by Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, in the All-Star game, Ray Fosse. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Dick Green. Batting ninth, towing the rubber, Vida Blue for the Oakland Athletics. He was 20 and 9 with a 3.28 earned run average. The Athletics hoping to jump 2-0 in our retro replay. So Wayne Garrett will lead things off. He's 0 for 4 so far in the World Series. I'll be playing as the Mets, the Out of the Park Baseball 20 sim engine as the Oakland Athletics. Vida Blue, 10 out of 10 stamina, 9 out of 10 for holding runners on. Overall, quality of pitches, average, 5 out of 10. Movement, above average, 6 out of 10. Control, 5 out of 10, but he's better against left-handed batters when it comes to movement. And Vida Blue, let's see how many batters he struck out. In 73, he struck out 158 and walked 105. Garrett will be taking, not a powerful hitter, as we are on our way from the Coliseum. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue, and that's outside, ball 1. For the year in 1973, Wayne Garrett batted .256, 16 homers, and 58 runners knocked in. Garrett to take again. Blue deals, and that hits the outside corner. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Good job of framing by Ray Fosse. Garrett nods his head. Blue nods his head. Here's the pitch to Wayne Garrett, 2-2 count to the Mets third baseman. That's a hard hit ball through the right side past the dive of Dick Green. So a leadoff single for Wayne Garrett, not the speediest runner at first base, though an above average base stealer. Tennis will hold him on. Ray Fosse's behind the plate, 7 out of 10 arm and 7 out of 10 defense. Bando below average at third, 4 out of 10. Campaneris outstanding at short, 10 out of 10. Dick Green, 7 out of 10 at second, and Tennis, 5 out of 10 at first. Joe Rudi, excellent defender in left, 8 out of 10 with an average arm, 5 out of 10. Reggie Jackson in center, below average, 4 out of 10, and an average arm, 5 out of 10. And Jesus Alou in right, 5 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. So Felix Millan, excellent contact hitter, and he's 0 for 4 in the series so far. In 73, batted .290, 3 home runs, 37 ribbies. The hit and run is on with Millan. There goes the runner, and he punches that ball out to shallow right center. Alou coming on, he makes the catch, 1 away. Fires back in towards first, but Garrett is easily back. So the hit and run fails there. 1 out, 1 on for La Grande Orange, Rusty Staub. Staub batted .279, 15 home runs, 76 runners knocked in. Another left-handed batter to face the left-handed throwing Vida Blue. And we have phone delay. Hold on a moment. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So Staub digs in, 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Rusty, 1-2 count from Blue. Ground ball to Green. Green to Campaneris. On to first, double play, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. Go to the bottom of the first, no score. Due up for the A's, Campaneris, Rudy, and Bando to face Jerry Koosman. Koosman in 1973. 14 and 15, as I stated, 2.84 ERA. Behind the plate, Jerry Grody, 7 out of 10 arm, 7 out of 10 defense. Garrett, 7 out of 10 at third. Bud Harrelson, very good at short, 8 out of 10. Mian, very good at second, 7 out of 10. Milner, 5 out of 10 at first. Cleon Jones, average in left for defense and arm, both 5 out of 10. Don Hahn is in center for the aging Willie Mays in game 2, 5 out of 10 defense, 4 out of 10 arm. And Rusty Staub, the best fielder, he's in right, 6 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. And here comes Bert Campaneris. He's batting .250 in the World Series with 1 ribby and a stolen base. In 1973, Campaneris batted .250 with 4 homers and 46 runners knocked in. He is 6 out of 10 for bunting for a hit. The Mets will pull the infield in, the corners in. Garrett in at third, Milner in at first. Koosman, 10 out of 10 stamina, 7 out of 10 when it comes to holding runners on. Quality of pitching, 5 out of 10. Movement, very good. Overall, 8 out of 10. Control, excellent, 7 out of 10. It will fluctuate between right-handed and left-handed batters. Koosman deals to Campaneris, 2-1 count to Campy. And that ball is blooped into left center. And that's a leadoff single. Campaneris, a very dangerous base runner. 9 out of 10 speed, 9 out of 10 stealing ability. And here comes Joe Rudy. Rudy, .250, no homers, and no ribbies in the series. In 1973, Joe Rudy batted .270, 12 homers, and 66 runners knocked in. 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 3 out of 10 eye. He will go fishing. Koosman throws over to first. Campy was leaning. Oh, he just gets back. As Milner is holding him on. There's the pitch out. Campaneris isn't going. Oh, Koosman almost threw that ball away. Grody bluffs the throw down to first. 1 ball, no strikes. Will pitch out of the hold as Koosman takes a peek once again at first. Looks into Grody. Here's the pitch from the hold runner to Joe Rudy. Rudy grounds to short. Harrelson to first. Did they? No, not in time. Rudy beats out the relay throw from Mian. So they take the speedy Campaneris off the base paths. They'll trade him for the slow of foot, to say the least, Joe Rudy. So Rudy's at first. Here comes Sal Bando. Bando is batting .250 with no home runs and no ribbies in the series. .287. 29 homers and 98 runners knocked in 1973. 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal batter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Actually, the Metropolitans were moved to double play depth up the middle. Harrelson and Mian pinch the middle. Koosman pays no attention to Rudy at first as Milner's playing behind the slow-footed Joe Rudy. Here's the pitch to Bando. 3-0 count to Bando, and that's ball 4. And I shall be back again. Please hold. Thank you. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So there is 1 out, 2 on. And here comes Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. 7 out of 10 contact, 8 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Left-handed normal hitter. How will Koosman deal with Mr. October? Here's the pitch to Reggie. 2-2 count. And he strikes him out looking. Off-speed pitch. Jackson couldn't pull the trigger. 2 outs, 2 on for Gene Tennis. Tennis in the World Series so far, batting .667, 2 homers and 3 ribbies. In actuality, during the year he batted .259, 24 homers and 84 runners knocked in. Tennis, right-handed pull hitter. The Mets infield will shift left. Milner, the only defender on the right side on the dirt. Tennis, 6 out of 10 contact, 8 out of 10 power, 10 out of 10 eye. The windup and the pitch from Koosman to Tennis, 2-0 count. Tennis is going to swing, grounds it to the right side. Mian has it, throws to first, and the side is retired. Tennis tried to beat the shift, just didn't hit it hard enough through the right side. We're through 1, no score here in Oakland. Top of the second for the Mets. Jones, Milner, and Grody to face Vida Blue. Cleon Jones, .260, 11 home runs, 48 ribbies. He is hitless. He's 0 for 4 in Game 1. 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye against left-handed pitching. Fossey wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. 1-0 count. Jones will swing the lumber. And that ball's lifted to left center field. Jackson on the run makes the catch, 1 down. Johnny Milner comes to place. Mets first baseman. He's hitless, 0 for 3 so far. In 1973, Johnny Milner, .239, 23 home runs, 72 runners batted in for the left-handed batting first baseman. 5 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 for power and eye. Blue deals to Milner. It's a 1-1 count to Milner. Milner rips a hard shot to the right side. Green ranges to his right, throws to first, 2 away. So 2 outs, base is empty for the Met catcher, Jerry Grody. Grody, 1 for 3 in the series, .333 batting average. 5 out of 10 contact, very little power, 1 out of 10, and he will chase 3 out of 10 on. Grody batted .256 with a home run and 32 runners knocked in. He's going to take. Here's a pitch from Blue to Grody. And that nips the outside corner, the curveball. 0-1 count. Grody chokes up just a bit on the bat. Fossey sets the target. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Grody. 0-2 count to Jerry Grody. Ground ball back to Blue. He throws to first. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Metropolitan. Bottom of the second, still scoreless here in Game 2 of the 1973 retro replay of the World Series using out of the park, baseball 20. Due up for Oakland, Alou, Fossey, and Green to face Jerry Koosman. Alou, 5 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 for power and eye. Batting .250 in the series so far. No homers, no ribbies. In 1973, batting .306. 1 homer, 11 runners knocked in. Right-handed spray hitter. Koosman nods his head. He kicks and deals to Alou. Ground ball to Garrett at third. He throws across the diamond. 1 down. Now bring up the Athletics catcher, Ray Fossey. He's 0 for 3 in the series. In 1973, batted .256, 7 homers, 52 runners knocked in. 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power and eye. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to Fossey. 1-2 count. Fossey in the hole. And that ball's punched to left. Going to drop in front of Cleon Jones. So a 1-out single for Fossey. Poor speed, but if he has an opportunity, above average base stealing ability. And now bring up the number 8 batter, Dick Green, the second baseman. He's 0 for 3 in the series. And he batted during the regular season .262, 3 homers, 42 ribbies. 6 out of 10 for bunting, either for a hit or sacrifice, but with the pitcher on deck, I doubt he's bunting. Mets will go to double play depth. And we're going to pitch around and see if he beats it in the dirt. 2-1 count. And he rips a shot to left. And that's going to get down and grab some more. Cleon Jones gets to it, fires it back in towards the cutoff man. Ooh! Almost rounding and held up at the last second was Ray Fosse. So it's going to be second and third, 1 out. As Dick Green just waited back and poked that ball to left. Here comes Vida Blue. Corners will play in case they try to squeeze. Blue, 10 out of 10 bunter for a sacrifice, 6 out of 10 for a hit. Other than that, tremendously poor average. And he didn't have any at-bats because there was a DH in 73 in the American League. Here's the pitch to Blue, full count to Vida. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs, top of the order for Campaneris, who's 1 for 1. Can he give the A's an early lead? Fosse at third, Green at second. They'll be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Up with it and going to first for the final out is John Milner. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless here in Oakland. Blue back up on the bump for the A's. He'll face Don Hahn, Bud Harrelson, and Jerry Koosman. Don Hahn, 5 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. He's playing center for the aging Willie Mays. It'll be his last year in baseball. To say, hey kid. Hahn batted .229, 2 homers, 21 ribbies. The windup and the pitch from Blue, 1-0 count. Hahn swings, and that ball's lifted. Left center field. Jackson on the run, and he makes the catch. Great jump by Reggie Jackson in center. Hello, Alan Shaw. How are you, my friend? As he says, let's go Mets. Hope all is well across the pond. So 1 out, no one on. For the Mets shortstop, Bud Harrelson, batting .333 in the series. In 1973, batted .258, no homers, 20 ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 1 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Fosse goes through the signs, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Harrelson. 1-0 count to Bud. And Harrelson grounds hard to Green as he ranges to his left. 2 away. Good strong throw to Tennis. A's fans loving it. So 2 outs, base is empty. Blue will face his counterpart Jerry Koosman. Koosman chokes up on that bat. Blue deals quickly to Koosman. 1-2 count, Jerry Koosman in the hole. Strike 3 looking. The side is retired. Bottom of the third, still scoreless in Game 2 of the 73 World Series Retro Replay. Due up for the A's, Rudy, Bando, and Jackson. To face Jerry Koosman. Joe Rudy is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Koosman picks up the sign, the windup, and the pitch to Rudy. 1-2 count to Joe Rudy. Ground ball right side. Milner has it. He'll throw to Koosman, and they just get Rudy by a step. 1 down. Now bring up Sal Bando. He walked his first time up. Koosman shakes off Brody. Now he nods his head. He deals the Bando. 1-1 count to Sal Bando. Bando pops it up towards the pitcher's mound. Coming in from short is Bud Harrelson. He makes the catch. Calling off Koosman, who looked lost on the mound. So there's 2 away. Clinton Parks is in the chat. Hope all is well. And here comes Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 1. Tremendous power. Left-handed normal hitter. Mets play their infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Here's the pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson. Full count to Jackson. Jackson grounds hard to second. Neon throws to Milner. And 1-2-3 go the A's. Good job by Koosman. We go to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless here in Oakland. Mets drop Game 1 in the Retro Replay 4-0. Due up for the Mets. Garrett, Neon, and Staub. The top of the order. Wayne Garrett is 1 for 1. He awaits the blue offering. Pitch homeward bound. He's in the hole. 0-2. Garrett. Fly ball. Shallow center. Jackson coming in, and he makes the basket catch. 1 away. The Mets have only been able to muster 1 hit, and that was to start off the game, Wayne Garrett. So 1 out, no one on for Felix Millan. He's 0 for 1. Mian chokes up on that bat. Right-handed batter. Fosse sets the target. Blue kicks and fires. Full count to Mian. Ball 4 inside. Good job by Mian. He's on. Not very speedy, 2 out of 10, but again, if he has an opportunity to steal, 7 out of 10 when it comes to the success rate. And here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub, who's 0 for 1. Staub in 73, remember, had 15 homers, 76 ribbies. The lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Staub, 3-0 count. Staub does not chase. Fosse wanted the call, but that's ball 4. Mian advances to second on the base on ball. So Mian's at second, Staub's at first. 2 very slow base runners. And here comes Cleon Jones, a left fielder. He is 0 for 1, 0 for 5 in the World Series. He's going to take. There's the pitch from Blue, and that just hit the outside corner. Cleon Jones didn't like the call, though. Alan asks, who won Game 1? The Oakland Athletics won Game 1 4-0. In reality, they won Game 1 2-1. And the Mets would take Game 2 in the series. So let's see if we can do that here. 0-1 count. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones from Vida Blue. Full count now. Ground ball through the right side into right field. Do you want Felix Mian to round third and try to score? The ball is very shallow. Mian is a slow runner, and Jesus Alou has a tremendous arm. We shall hold him up at third. So the bases are juiced for Johnny Milner, the first baseman. 1 out. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal for the A's. They're hoping to turn 2. Milner's 0 for 1, 0 for 4 in the series. Here's the pitch to John Milner. 3-0 count. Ball 4 inside. Milner will be credited with an RBI with the bases loaded walk, and it's 1-0 Mets. The Mets finally put a run on the board in this series, and it comes via bases loaded walk. Blue and the A's still in trouble here. 1 out. Bases juice for Jerry Grody. He's 1 for 4 in the series, 0 for 1 today. He's going to take. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue to Grody. Way inside. Blue is out of sorts here. Grody to take again on the 1-0. That caught the plate. 1-1 count. Grody looks down to third. Now back in the box. Staub at third. Jones at second. Milner at first. Fosse wiggles the fingers. Sets the target. The windup and the pitch. Full count to Grody. Grody swings. That ball's going to get... No! Yes! It gets through to the left side. 2 runs are going to score on the Jerry Grody 1-out bases loaded single. Campaneris made a lunge for it, but he just got under his glove. And it's now 3-0 Metropolitans. Milner stands at second. Grody stands at first. And Don Hahn is at the plate. 1 out, 2 on for Don Hahn, who's 0 for 1. They have Vida Blue on the ropes. Can they knock out Vida Blue? Here's the pitch to Don Hahn. 2-2 count to Hahn. That ball is lined to Campaneris at short. Nice grab by Campy. He bluffed the throw to second as Green was breaking towards the bag, but Milner dives back in. Bleacher Bums Gaming is in the stadium. How you doing, my friend? Remember to check out Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. And Glory Days Boxing will be released in May. Wonderful card and dice boxing game created by Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Will be distributed by the makers of Payoff Pitch, who I can't think of the site, but I shall in a moment. Alrighty, Anthony, feel free to put that in there, in the chat. Here comes Bud Harrelson, 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0 Mets, here in the top of the 4th. Milner at second, Grody at first. Here's the pitch to Harrelson, who's 0 for 1. 1-2 count from Blue. That ball's punched down the right field line. Alou charges it. The ball is shallow. Milner is an average runner. And we have the pitcher coming up. Will we send him? Yes. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. And the tag by Fosse. And Milner is gunned out. But the Mets score 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Mets 3, the A's nothing. So let's watch that play one more time. As Jesus Alou guns out Johnny Milner. As the pitcher was coming up, so I sent him. As the ball's punched to right towards the line, Alou gets a great jump. Gets it on one hop, fires towards the plate, and Fosse blocks the plate and tags out Johnny Milner. So a 3-0 lead here for the Mets. The A's will send up Tennis, Alou, and Fosse. Hello, Balahusky. Hope all is well. Rob Explanation Point. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. Gene Tennis is 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. The Mets will shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. The lefty Kuzman deals to Tennis. 2-2 count to Gino. Tennis punches that ball up the middle and past the dive of Felix Millan, so he smacks it right through the shift. And Tennis is on. Now bring up Jesus Alou, who just threw out Johnny Milner at the plate. Alou is 0 for 1. Tennis slow at first base. Alou, a right-handed spray hitter. The Mets will play for 2. As Harrelson and Millan pinch that middle. Kuzman peeks to first, now in at Grody. He picks up the sign. Here's the pitch to Alou. Full count to Jesus Alou. And that ball is lined out into a double play. Yes! What a play by Johnny Milner. He snares the line drive and wins the foot race to the bag, doubling up Gene Tennis. And there are 2 outs. Mets throw the ball around the infield. Here comes Ray Fosse. The athletic catcher is 1 for 1. Kuzman deals quickly to Fosse, the right-handed batter. 1-0 count. Fosse swings the lumber. Ground ball to Harrelson from deep short. Long throw to Milner. What a stretch. And the side is retired. Johnny Milner. Good job at first. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-0 Mets. Due up Kuzman. Then the top of the order, Garrett and Millan to face Vida Blue. Blue's gone 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 K. Here's the pitch to Kuzman. 0-1 count. Kuzman choking up on the bat. He's going to swing. Ground ball right side. Blue covers the bag as Tennis flips to him. 1 away. Top of the order, Wayne Garrett is 1 for 2. 1 for 6 in the series. Lefty-lefty matchup. The windup and the pitch to Garrett. 3-1 count. Garrett launches that ball deep to right. Alou going back at the track. Reaches up in front of the wall. Makes the catch. Garrett just missed that one. So there's 2 outs. Base is empty for Felix Millan. He is 0 for 1. 0 for 5 in the series. Here's the pitch to Felix. 0-1 count. Millan chokes up. Punches the ball to right center field. That's going to hang up there. And Reggie Jackson calls off Joe Rudy. He makes the catch. The side is retired. Bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Mets. Due up to face Jerry Kuzman, Dick Green, Vida Blue, and Bert Campaneris. Green is 1 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. He's a good bunter. 6 out of 10. And we're going to bring our corners in. Garrett in at third. Milner in at first. Kuzman with a deep breath. Arms down to his chest, the windup, and the pitch to Dick Green. 1-0 count to Green. Green swings, grounds it to Garrett, who fires to Milner. 1 away. Now bring up Vida Blue. He's 0 for 1. Kuzman deals quickly to his counterpart. 1-2 count. Looking for the strikeout. And Vida Blue punches it down the left field line. And Cleon Jones makes the diving catch, robbing Vida Blue of extra bases. Holy cow! What a catch by Neon Cleon Jones. Here's the Web Gem replay. Vida Blue bidding for extra bases. Cleon Jones with a Superman dive. Showing the ball to the men in blue. 2 down, bases empty, top of the order for Bert Campaneris, who is 1 for 2. Kuzman looks out to his left fielder, tips his cap. Now his attention goes to Campaneris. He rocks and fires to Campy. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. The side is retired. He beat him with the inside fastball. What a catch by Cleon Jones. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-0 Metropolitans. As Anthony from Future Bums Gaming says, Blue could hit a little bit. Yes, he could. So due up for the Mets, La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub, Cleon Jones, and Johnny Milner. Staub is 0 for 1. Blue's ready to work. He deals to Staub. Full count to Rusty. Staub punches it. Shallow right center. Alou coming on, and he makes the grab. 1 down. Here comes Cleon Jones, the man who robbed Vida Blue of extra bases. He is 1 for 6 in the series, 1 for 2 today. He awaits the Blue offering, pitch homeward bound. He's going to swing at the first pitch, and he pops it up left side. Bando calls off Campaneris, 2 away. Base is empty. 3-0 Mets, top of the 6th. Here's Johnny Milner. Milner is 0 for 1. Does have a ribby in the series. He's 0 for 4 overall. A lefty-lefty matchup. Fosse pounds the mitt, sets the target. Blue deals to Milner. 2-2 count to Johnny Milner. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The A's trail by 3. Due up for the Athletics, Rudy, Bando, and Jackson to face Jerry Koosman. Joe Rudy is 0 for 2, right-handed normal hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal for the Mets. Grody goes through the signs. Koosman quickly nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Rudy. 1-2 count. Rudy's in the hole. Swing and a miss. Tremendous movement on that curveball. Just dropped right off the table. 1 away. Now bring up Sal Bando. He is 0 for 1. Bando awaits the Koosman offering. Pitch homeward bound. 3-0 to Bando. Will he get the green light? That was way outside. Ball 4. As he missed with a slider. So Bando's at first. Here comes Reggie Martinez Jackson. Mr. October's 0 for 2, 2 for 6 in the series. Left-handed normal hitter. Mets move to double play depth up the middle with Harrison and Mian. Outfield straightaway and normal. Grody goes through the signs. Koosman finds one he likes. He nods his head. Here's the pitch to Jackson. Reggie's going to swing at the first pitch. Ground ball. Garrett makes a diving stop. Over to Mian, and it's going to be an error. Who's it going to be charged to? And it's going to be a throwing error on Wayne Garrett. So Garrett made a heck of a diving stop at the hot corner. Popped up and threw poorly to Mian. Covering second. Garrett was still hoping to turn 2. Probably should have just got a sure out at either base. Instead, it's 1 out, 2 on. Tying run comes to the plate in Gene Tennis. He's already banged out 2 home runs in Game 1. He's 1 for 2 today. Tennis, a clutch, dangerous hitter. 8 out of 10 power. Moment of truth here for Jerry Koosman and the Metropolitans, who dropped Game 1 4-0. Here's the pitch to Gino Tennis. 1-2 count to Tennis. Tennis grounds it back to Koosman. Koosman to Harrelson to Milner. Safe. Tennis beats it out. Good hustle by Gino. But there's 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Bando's at third. Tennis is at first. And here comes Jesus Alou. He is 0 for 2. Dave Gardner's at the ballpark. Remember to check out Dave Gardner's channel. He says, I'm at the grocery store. Excellent. Listening while mobile. And also check out hockeytournaments.com. Alou again 0 for 2. Koosman rubs up the baseball. Now he's back up on the bump. The windup and the pitch to Alou. 0-2 count. Alou's in the hole. Ground ball slowly to the right side. Mian throws to Milner. The side is retired. The threat is put out. We go to the top of the 7th. The Mets 3. The A's nothing. Due up for New York. Grody, Hahn, and Harrelson to face Vida Blue. Blue's gone 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks. He had a dreadful top of the 4th. That's when the Mets scored all 4 of their runs. Here's the pitch to Grody. 2-2 count to Jerry. Grody swings, ground ball to Bando, long throw, and Tennis with a nice stretch, 1 down. Now bring up the Mets center fielder Don Hahn. He's 0 for 2 today, 0 for 5 in the series. Hahn's going to try a drag bunt here. He's a 6 out of 10 bunter. See if he can drop a good drag bunt. Here's the pitch from Blue. The bunt. Oh, he missed. And that will bring Bando in at third. So Bando comes in at third. Hahn's going to swing away on the 1-1. Hahn lifts a ball shallow left, and it's going to drop in! Left center, over the head of Campaneris and in front of Joe Rudy. So Don Hahn fails with the surprise bunt attempt, but he boops one into left center for a 1-out single. Hahn, not very fast. In fact, he's slow, 2 out of 10. But again, his stealing ability, if he has the opportunity, 8 out of 10. Max Cornelius, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well on this Sunday. And here's Bud Harrelson, Jerry Koosman on deck. And let's just check out Koosman here. How many pitches has he thrown? 97. I really don't want to take him out. Back to the game. Let's check out our bench. McGraw to Sadicki. 3 innings. We used Parker and Mop up, basically. Andrews. Buzz Capra. Let's just get Sadicki. They're both lefties, though. 339, obviously he's 387. 386. So we're going to Buzz Capra, the righty. Though Sadicki has better stuff, but we're going to Buzz Capra, the righty, up. And Sadicki, the lefty. Okay. Just in case we want to pinch hit for Jerry Koosman. Don Hahn's at first, 1 out. Here's Bud Harrelson. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Hahn. Harrelson swings. Ground ball up the middle. Green backhands it, throws the first, but the Mets stay out of the double play. Harrelson almost poked it past Green. Green, great reaction, great backhand. So now with 2 outs, Hahn is at second. Here comes Jerry Koosman. And Koosman will bat for himself. Had Harrelson got a base hit, we had first and third, then we'd have to think about it. But what we're going to do is he's going to try to bunt for a hit here. We only have the bunt, though, not bunt for a hit. We're going to bunt anyway. Maybe they throw the ball away. Here's the pitch. Koosman squares. He puts it down. Blue throws to first, and they have Koosman by a mile. Well, that fooled no one. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. The Mets 3, the A's nothing. Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for a root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So Koosman back up on the mound. Mets have Capra and Sadicki in the bullpen, with Tug McGraw looming. Koosman will face the bottom third of the Athletics order. Fosse, Green, and Blue. Maybe a pinch hitter for Blue. Ray Fosse, the A's catcher's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Fosse. 2-1 count. Fosse swings. Fly ball, center field. Coming in, making the catch is Don Hahn. Can to corn. 1 away. Number 8 batter, Dick Green, the second baseman. He's 1 for 2. Koosman works quickly to Green, 0-1 count. Green, fly ball, shallow center. Hahn coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Good jump by Don Hahn. Again, the aged Willie Mays not in the lineup today. These are the as-played lineups, as-played pitching. So 2 outs, base is empty. Will the Athletics stick with Vida Blue? It looks like they will. Koosman deals to his counterpart, Blue. 3-0 count. Don't lose him, Jerry. Ball 4. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. How do we walk the freaking pitcher with 2 outs? That is an ouch. That's an ouchie. Capra and Sadicki are ready. Here comes Bert Campaneris. Blue slow at first. Why Milner's holding him on, I don't know, but he is. Campaneris 1 for 3. Kuzmin has to regroup here. He's got to get over walking Vida Blue. Here's the pitch to Campy. 1-1 count to Campaneris. That ball's punched to right, and it's going to get down. Blue's going first to third. With the 2 outs, he was off on contact. Staub just threw it into the cutoff man. And now the Mets are in a pickle here, all due to that 2-out walk to Vida Blue. Kuzmin just should have threw one over the freaking plate. So Campaneris is definitely a threat to steal at first. Blue's at third. And here comes Joe Rudi. One swing of the bat could tie the game up. Rudi had 12 home runs in 73. Capra and Siddiqui are ready, but we're going to sit them down as I play with the warm-up rule, and I don't want them to get tired. Moment of truth here for the A's. They can get right back in this game. Kuzmin rubs up the baseball, puts it back in his glove. He's back up on the bump. Toes the rubber, peers in at Grody. Here's the pitch to Rudi. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, 0-2 to Rudi. Rudi punches it to the right side, and it's going to drop in front of Staub, who fires to third, not in time. And it's a 3-1 game. The A's inch closer. That walk was a killer. They should have had a 1-2-3 inning. Grody pitched way too fine to Vida Blue, and now here comes Sal Bando. And Bando, with one bash of the bat, could put the Athletics ahead. Campaneris stands at third. Rudi stands at first. 2 outs. Bando's at the plate. Sal Bando belted 29 homers with 98 ribbies in 73. Capra gets back up, the righty. And Siddiqui, the lefty, gets back up. And here comes the mound visit by Grody and the pitching coach. I feel good, I really do, says Kuzmin. Well, that's enough for the pitching coach and Grody. Grody back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. 2 outs, runners on the corner. Tying run at first, go ahead run at the plate, and Sal Bando. Here's the pitch to Bando. Full count to Bando. He checked his swing. Ball 4. Oh, Jerry Grody wanted the call. He didn't get it. D. Scott Howard's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So the bases are juiced. Kuzmin up to 119 pitches, and here comes Reggie Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 3 off Jerry. Siddiqui's ready. I don't think we're going to have splits here, though, because, let's see if we do get splits. No, because we didn't actually play the season out. Ah, boy. Wow, the Mets are in a pickle here. Do we go to Siddiqui, or do we stick with Kuzmin, who seems to have lost it since he walked Vida Blue? 2 outs, and he walked a 9th place batter, the pitcher. Kuzmin will stay in. He'll try to get Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, for a 4th time. The bullpen goes silent. 3-1 Mets. Bases juiced. No place to put Reginald Martinez Jackson, who's at the plate. Campaneris at third. Rudi at second. Bando at first. Here's the pitch to Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. 1-1 count. Jackson's going to swing the lumber. And he lifts that to right. Coming in, making the catch is Staub. And the Mets and Jerry Kuzmin pitch out of the jam. The A's do score 1, but they felt like they should have had more. An opportunity lost. We go to the top of the 8th. Jerry Kuzmin breathes a sigh of relief, and so does the Mets bench. 3-1 Mets. Meet the Mets. Greet the Mets. Due up for the Metropolitans. Garrett, Mian, and Staub to face Vida Blue. And it could be Tug McGraw time. We shall see. So Wayne Garrett is 1 for 3. He'll be taken. Here's the pitch from Blue. That's a strike in there. Belt high. 0-1 count. Garrett digs in the left-hander's batter's box, ready to grip and rip. Fosse sets the target. Here's Blue with the delivery. 2-2 count to Garrett. And that ball's punched through past the dive of Campaneris into left. So it went between Bando and Campy. Campy made a last-second dive at it, but to no avail. Garrett picks up his second here. Here comes Felix Millan. Millan's 0 for 2, hitting runs on. Here's a pitch from Blue. There goes Garrett. Millan rips our shot to left. Diving attempt is trapped. Garrett's going to go first to third. So the hit and run works to perfection as Felix Millan handles the bat quite well. And there are no outs. The Mets trying to tack on some more runs here. And here comes La Grande à l'Orange. Rusty Staub, he is 0 for 2. Staub needs to lift this ball deep in the outfield. Blue's on the ropes. He's thrown 112 pitches, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks, responsible for Millan and Garrett on the base paths. Here's the pitch to La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. 0-1 count to Staub. Staub swings, fly ball. Right center field, Jackson on the run. That's going to be deep enough. He makes the catch. He fires towards home. Not in time at all. The ball gets by the cutoff man. Millan stays put, though. And they get that run back, the Mets do. It's now 4-1, so it's a 3-run lead once again. So the hit and run produces fruit on the sac fly. Staub has himself a ribby. Here comes Cleon Jones, a left fielder who robbed the man on the mound of extra bases with that diving catch earlier in the game. Here's the pitch to Neon Cleon Jones. 1-2 count to Jones. Jones swings, grounds it to Campy. Over to Green, on to Tennis. Double play. What a double play. Campaneris had to go far to his left. Quickly firing to Green, then on to Tennis. 6-4-3. But the Mets get one back. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it is still 4-1 Metropolitans with a 3-run lead. And Tug McGraw gets up in the pen and begins some tossing. Due up for the A's, trailing by 3 once again, is Gene Tennis, Jesus Alou, and Ray Fosse. Koosman up to 122 pitches. They'll face Geno Tennis, 1 for 3. Tennis has belted 2 homers in the series. They came in game 1. Mets infield shifts left. The only person on the dirt on the right side is Johnny Milner, the first baseman. Here's the pitch to Gene Tennis. 3-1 count. Hitters count. And Tennis walks. And here comes our mound visit. To be honest, I feel fine. McGraw continues to warm. Brody back behind the plate. Here's Jesus Alou. He's 0 for 3. Mets move to double play depth up the middle with Harrelson and Millan. This could be Koosman's last batter. We'll try the pitch around. See if Alou will beat the ball into the ground and do a double play. Here's the pitch to Jesus Alou. Full count. And he doesn't chase on the inside pitch. Tying run comes to the plate, and that's it. Here comes Tug McGraw. Actually, hold on. Let's see. We're not going to take Cleon Jones out. Not going to take... We could take... That's only one place, though. I would take Garrett out. Definitely not taking Jones out. So that's it for Jerry Koosman. His day's done. Here comes Tug McGraw for the 6-out save. And he goes into the 9th spot. So Tug McGraw in 1973 was 5-6 with 25 saves, 3.87 earned run average. First appearance in the series. He'll face Ray Fosse, who's 1 for 3. No outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch from McGraw to Fosse. 3-1 count. Fosse shoots that ball. Right field line's going to grab some wall. Fosse's going to have a double. 1-run scores for the A's. Here comes this. No! He is held up at the last second. So Fosse knocks in a run with a double. Alou was held up at the last second. It's now 4-2. And Deron Johnson will come in to pitch it for Dick Green. Here come the Athletics. With no outs. They'll play for an out here. Deron Johnson, 6 out of 10 contact versus left-handed pitching, 8 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 on. Johnson in 73 batted .246, 19 homers and 81 ribbies. Nice guy coming off the bench. McGraw needs to be big here. Mr. You Gotta Believe's gotta believe. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 0-2 count, Johnson in the hole. Swing and a miss, foul tip held on by Jerry Grody. That was huge. As McGraw pumps his fist, now here comes a pinch hitter. For Vida Blue, Pat Bork. 3 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Bork batted 190, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. On deck is Campaneris. 1 out, 2 on, 4-2 Mets. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from McGraw to Bork. 2-2 count. Bork lifts a shot into right, and that's going to be a double. He's going for 3. The relay throw will not be in time. The punching Judy Pat Bork, who batted 190, has just tripled in. 2 runs, and we have a tie ball game. It is 4-4. So Tug McGraw gives it up. My God, Pat Bork batting 190, crushes a triple down the right field line. It bounced around. By the time Staub received it, Bork sliding into third, knocking in 2 runs. 190, the biggest hit of Pat Bork's life. And here comes Bert Campaneris, and now the infield will move in. So the Mets blow the lead. Infield comes in. McGraw deals to Bert Campaneris. 1-1 count. Campy swings. Ground ball to second. Beyond throws to first. He looks the runner back. 2 away. And here comes Joe Rudi. He's 1 for 4 with a ribby. Bork stands 90 feet away from giving the Athletics the lead. So in the bottom of the 8th, the Mets cough up 3, but they're still not out of it. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. McGraw, 17 pitches. Still must be wondering how he gave up a triple to Pat Bork. Here's the pitch to Joe Rudi, 1-1 count. Rudi swings, and he punches that ball over the leaf of beyond into center field. And the A's take a 5-4 lead. A clutch hit by Joe Rudi, and he knocks in his second. So the Mets are now trailing 5-4. Been leading the game all the way until the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Rudi at first. Here comes Sal Bando, who's 0 for 1 today in his official at-bat. McGraw has not spelled relief. He has spelled agita. Here's the pitch to Bando. 1-0. Bando's going to swing. Bando pops it up on the outfield grass, right side, and Mian calls off Milner. He makes the catch, but damage is done. 4 runs knocked in by the Athletics. They now lead 5-4, and here comes the closer, the man with the mustache, Mr. Raleigh Fingers. Oh my God, the Mets. Oof. A choke job right here. So Raleigh Fingers in 1973, 7 wins, 8 losses, 22 saves, ERA 1.92. He'll face Milner, Grody, and Hahn. Johnny Milner is 0 for 2 with the ribby. Fingers overall, again it fluctuates between righties and lefties sometimes. 6 out of 10 quality of pitches, 9 out of 10 movement, 7 out of 10 control. He'll top out his fastball at 93 miles per hour. Here's the pitch from Captain Stash to Johnny Milner, 1-0. Milner's going to swing. Milner drives that ball to center, but he didn't get enough of it as it tails right into Reggie Jackson's glove. 1 away. The A's 2 outs away from taking the first 2 games here in Oakland. And here's Jerry Grody. Grody is 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Fingers picks up the sign from Fosse. He deals to Grody. Full count to Jerry Grody. Grody, base hit into right. Nice piece of hitting. Grody sat back, went the other way with it. Tying run comes to the plate now. Tying run's at first. And Don Hahn, the go-ahead run at the plate. Jerry Grody, very slow. Let's go to our substitutes. And Willie Mays. Let's see if old man Willie still has some speed left. No, which I knew that. George Theodore. No. Slow. I don't think Ed Kranepool was too fast, and I'm correct with that thought process. Ted Martinez! Come on, Teddy. He's a 5. And a 5 base running. Okay. Ken Boswell, I don't think's fast. Yeah, I remember on other games. And Jim Beauchamp or Beaucamp. Ooh, he's a 4, but his base running is very good. That is his base running. You know, I know Martinez is faster, but Martinez's base running is average. And the base running means how well you make a jump and read. Jim Beauchamp or Beaucamp is going to come in to run for Jerry Grody at first. He represents the tying run. Don Hahn is at the plate. Hahn, 2 power. Kranepool, 1 power. Theodore, 3 power. Willie Mays, 4. Hahn, 5. You know what? Willie Mays is going to pinch hit for Don Hahn. Let's see if we turn back the hands of time here. So Willie Mays will pinch hit for Don Hahn. And, God fudge. I should look at the righty-righty matchup because he dropped down in power by 1 now. Oh, well. So Beauchamp is at first. 4 out of 10 speed, but his running ability, I mean, his stealing's an 8. But again, if we look at his running ability, base running, that's an 8. And that's more important to me than the extra thing of speed. So here comes Willie Mays. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. Can Willie Mays do it here? Here's the pitch from Fingers to Mays. Willie's going to swing at the first pitch. And he bloops one into shallow center. And making the catch is Jackson. Retreating back to first is Beauchamp. And here comes Bud Harrelson. Harrelson 2 for 6 in the series, 1 for 3 today. Last hope for the Metropolitans. Who gave up 4 runs in the bottom 8th and now trail 5-4 with 2 outs at the top of the 9th. Last call for alcohol. At 2, you're through. Here's the pitch from Fingers to Harrelson. 2-2 count to Bud Harrelson. Harrelson, fly ball, left center field. Rudy on the run. He makes the catch. And the Athletics come back to take game 2. 5-4. Tug McGraw was not amazing, that's for sure. Farm 1 in the chat says, if you remember, Gene Tennis preferred Tenchi, I think, as he's a Paisan. Yes, he is. Gino is an Italian-American. And he was MVP of the 1972 World Series, I believe, because Reggie Jackson was hurt. And I think that's the World Series he won the MVP, Gene Tennis. So the A's come back and win 5-4. And they take game 2 in a thriller. Let's just go here. Player of the game, Vida Blue. I don't agree with that, but that's who OTP gave it. Now, in reality, folks, let's go here. Here, pitching. In reality, the Mets won 7. No, that's not right. Runs 10. I think I copied the wrong thing. Oh, that sucks. Hold on un momento, por favor. So they have Vida Blue as player of the game. He gets the win. Fingers gets the save. I'm just looking up something on Baseball Reference real quick. Let's go here. Hopefully Baseball Reference doesn't lock up my computer like it does sometimes because of the stupid ads that run in the background on Baseball Reference. Wonderful site, Baseball Reference, Football Reference, all the same. But it's ridiculous. I get it, that's the way they make their money, but put on ads that aren't going to freeze up people's computers. Let's go to the 73 World Series for a month. So a good game, a fun game. McGraw couldn't hold it. And let's just go to 1973, New York Metropolitans World Series. So the Athletics won game 1, 2-1. In our replay, they won 4-0. The Mets would win game 2, 10-7 and 12. They lose it 5-4, giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. So back to here. So Vida Blue went 8 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 2 Ks. He gets the MVP. I got to look at that, but that's his first win. Fingers in his first appearance gets a save, 1 inning, 1 hit, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs. Koosman was cruising along down the highway, 7 innings, 6. Then he hit that speed bump. 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 of them earned, 4 walks, 6 Ks. McGraw takes the loss and blew the save. 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 K. For the Mets, Garrett went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Mian went 1 for 3 with a run scored, and he walked. Staub was 0 for 2, a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Cleon Jones made an outstanding diving catch to rob Vida Blue of extra bases, and he was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Milner was 0 for 3 with a ribby, a walk, and a K. Jerry Grody 2 for 4 with 2 ribbies. Beauchamp was a pinch runner. Don Hahn was 1 for 3, was pinch hit for Willie Mays, who was 0 for 1. Harrelson was 1 for 4. Koosman was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. McGraw pitched, lost the game, did not hit. The Mets, who now trail 2-0 in our retro replay as they lose 5-4. McGraw couldn't hold the lead. 31 at-bats, 4 runs, 8 hits, 4 ribbies, 3 walks, 2 Ks. For the Oakland Athletics, Bert Campaneris was 2 for 5 with a strikeout. Joe Rudy 2 for 4 with 2 ribbies and a strikeout. He had the game-winning hit. Bando 0 for 2, 3 walks. Fingers with the save, pitch did not hit. Reggie Jackson 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Gene Tennis 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Kubiak came in to play third defensively. He did not get an at-bat. Jesus Alou was 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Ray Fosse 2 for 4, a run scored and a ribby. Green 1 for 3. Johnson, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Mike Andrews, the former Red Sox, came in to play second base, as I missed those 2 defensive replacements in the top of the ninth. Blue actually had a hit and almost had another hit. I'm sorry, he almost had a double. He was 0 for 2, but he did walk with 2 outs, and that started the ball sliding south, and the avalanche started. He struck out and scored a run. Bork, the pinch hitter, batting 190, triples in 2 runs in his pinch hit. Unbelievable. The A's in victory, 33 at-bats, 5 runs in their comeback win, 9 hits, 5 ribbies, 6 walks, 5 Ks. The Mets left 3 runners on base. Oakland left 8. I'm going to give the game MVP to Joe Rudy, 2 for 5, 2 ribbies, and a strikeout. So the Mets take game 2, 5-4. We go back to New York. Can New York even the series up? And I'd like to thank Bleacher Bums Gaming with Anthony. Check out that wonderful channel, and Glory Days Boxing, which will be released in May through the developers of Payoff Pitch. And thank you to Farm One, Alan Shaw from across the pond, Clinton Parks. Check out his Champ. It is Champ. Okay, thank you, Beauchamp. Thank you, Clinton. Check out his wonderful channel, tremendous baseball knowledge. Rob Explanation Point, another fun channel in our community. D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Man. Please check him out. Max Cornelius, thank you very much. Bubba Husky, Bobby Cantilano, Dave Gardner, hockeytournaments.com, as he was listening at the grocery store. Also check out his YouTube channel. Wonderful hockey on there. Playing action PC hockey. And I think we got everybody. As I scroll up, yes we did. Hope you enjoyed it. Take 2 went much better than take 1, as we had to stop the stream quickly for real life stuff. And we only had 2 delays on this one, so. And we just made it just over an hour because I'm babbling. So thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Actually, let's leave the game here. And save. And we'll bring you game 3 sometime next week. We'll see how the views go and if people like it. If so, we'll continue on with the series. I mean, I'm going to continue on anyway, but we'll see if we'll put on the channel. Save the game. So once again, the A's go up 2 games to none. As they win game 1 4-0, they come back to win game 2 5-4. In reality, the A's would win game 1 2-1 and lose game 2, 10-7 in extra innings. So till next time, watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. Peace.